What's going on, everyone? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well. And in today's video, we're revisiting and talking about the rumors of having a live-action Ezra Bridger and Thrawn out there in the Mandalorian universe, more specifically towards the Ahsoka Tano show. And furthermore, some huge breaking news of what Rosario Dawson, as we all know and love, portraying the live-action version of Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian Season 2, had to actually say about all of these different rumors going on. So without any more jibber jabber and without a further ado, let's jump right on into it. Now, as we already know, a couple days ago, we had some rumors here going around the internet from various sources and different content creators of having Cinema Sound actually portray a Ezra Bridger in the Ahsoka Tano show and have a Lars Mikkelsen actually portray a live-action Thrawn in the Ahsoka show as well. These are both kind of taking place in the Mandalorian universe, so-called, those events kind of after Return of the Jedi and before The Force Awakens, really taking place kind of around the Mandalorian, with kind of like the Book of Boba Fett is doing as well, with Rangers of the New Republic as well. And from that point on, they were just simple rumors that had began to come around there. The Cinema Sound portraying a live-action Ezra Bridger there, that was already actually a rumor out and about, and kind of a little bit of a speculation and a theory out and about prior to this whole concept here. That was months ago at this point in time, but they have since then, of course, resurfaced now and are seemingly more prompt to actually be true, seeing what Rosario Dawson herself, as we all know and love as Ahsoka Tano in the live-action format, as most seen in The Mandalorian Season 2, and exactly what, this actress actually had to say about these rumored castings on her Instagram story. Maybe at the time, I'm not completely sure, but probably by the time that you're actually seeing this overall video right now, I'm going to have to go on a limb here and say that they're more than likely gone at this point, as they were actually reposted on her story. But hey, don't worry, I actually screenshotted it. Here it is on the screen right now. But essentially, it's a repost of a repost, or rather a reshare of a reshare, coming, I'm pretty sure, from one of the producers, maybe some manager that works closely with Rosario Dawson and her kind of acting career there. But it first starts, of course, with an initial post. I had actually seen this post out there and about on the interwebs from a content creator. I'm not completely sure, but hey, props to you. Big congratulations to you for being there on, of course, Rosario Dawson's story, for one thing. I'm not completely sure who that content creator was, but I did see that actually out there and about, so that is a pretty cool thing. But really over there, what we see in this overall Instagram story is just simply a repost of these rumored news here of having Ezra Bridger and Thrawn and their presumed live action castings there, and then reshared on Rosario Dawson's story, who she herself actually runs. Now, as if she has heard anything about that, that's probably very true, as I'm going on a limb here as well, seeing that maybe the script has actually been put out and actually like finished and all of that, storyboarding, scripting, all of that has actually been finished, maybe for the Ahsoka Tano show, or season 1 of Ahsoka, the Ahsoka Tano show there. So that's kind of Exhibit A. Exhibit A is that she knows that these two actors, she worked with these two actors, they're going to be in her show. Not that the overall show here has actually, had any actual filming or anything like that. Filming as of right now for the Ahsoka Tano show hasn't actually, began or anything like that. And Exhibit B being, I feel like, quite honestly, in my own thoughts and opinions, I feel like it's just a little less likely. I think that the first option here, that she knows that they're going to be in this show, I think that's more realistic. But I guess Exhibit A here, or Exhibit B rather, would be that she would like these two characters, for one thing, to be in her show, and that she wants these actors to actually be in her show. I'm going to stick with option A, that she knows that they're going to be in the show, and that it's going to be more specifically geared towards that these specific actors will be appearing in her show. Regardless, I quite honestly think Ezra Bridger and Thrawn are, regardless, no matter who actually portrays and plays these two characters, are set to appear in the Ahsoka Tano show without a doubt. That just has to happen, because a little bit of a spoiler warning here for Rebels Season 4, exactly how the show ends there. I do know that, as I have recently began actually watching the show, and I've actually just finished Season 1, and I'm on to Season 2 here. Highly recommend the show, it's really awesome. However, aside from that, point being is that the last time that we do see Ezra Bridger, he's actually with Thrawn, and the last time we see Thrawn, vice versa, he's with Ezra Bridger. That's just how it was last time that we saw these two characters. Apparently, I'm not completely sure exactly what went on here with the season finale for season 4 of Star Wars Rebels. As I had mentioned, I'm only on season 2, but I know that the last time that we see these two characters together is that they were promptly together, and I think that they might have been going on into some sort of space dimension or something along those lines. I'm just not completely 110% sure, so I don't really want to speak too much on it. Regardless, aside from that, seeing what we did see in The Mandalorian Season 2 with the Ahsoka, I guess, show, or not the Ahsoka show, but the Ahsoka Tano episode, rather, at the end of fighting the Mistress, she asks, "Where's your master, Grand Admiral Thrawn?" And that, of course, promptly really is a huge stepping stone and sets up, with that one simple line, not only, you know, having the overall character of Ahsoka Tano appear in live action in The Mandalorian Season 2, that really overall line of "Where's your master, Grand Admiral Thrawn" simply sets up an entire new show, an entire new series. And that, to me, quite honestly, first of all, it's just kind of mind-boggling. That's just insane. But that whole idea of that one line also not only sets up having this entire show, it also gives us pretty much, I think, what an overall setup for the show is going to be promptly about, and that is really finding Ezra Bridger and having Thrawn in the show, and whether or not that's going to be promptly just straight off the bat seen there in episode 1 or really partaking throughout this entire series, it's just kind of unknown. Now, kind of back to what this overall video here is exactly about, with having Rosario Dawson repost this post here on Instagram to her story, I feel like, you know, kind of leave you guys with some final thoughts here. I think that I think in the coming days, I'm not saying that we're going to have any sort of trailer or even poster or anything like that, but kind of like with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, because Lucasfilm knows what they're doing. Trust me, at this point, I know what they're doing with all these different Star Wars shows, and Disney and Star Wars, Lucasfilm. Trust me, I think I know what they're doing. I think that they know what they're doing, at least with these upcoming new shows here, and that's, of course, to a certain extent as well. Take that also into consideration, and that more or less is, you know, of course, basing off of The Mandalorian, both seasons, the Book of Boba Fett, what we've seen so far with that, but I'm really gearing that off of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and as far as announcements and all of that kind of goes, they definitely know that fans really want this, and they know that fans, of course, also really want the Kenobi show. That's also for one thing, and I think that they've stayed themselves really consistent with updates on that overall show, how castings have been going, especially with all of that. So what I'm kind of trying to get out here at this point is, I think that in some sort of near future here, we're going to have some sort of post here, an announcement by Lucasfilm, by Star Wars, for an official casting of Thrawn and Ezra Bridger. And that there, of course, you guessed it, would be, of course, Menema Sound and Lars Mikkelsen. And even at that, quite honestly, it's only a matter of time. I mean, there's so much, you know, talk, of course, going around at this point of these different castings, and I think a lot of fans, much like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, are really hyped for that, but I think a lot of fans are also really excited and hyped up for the Ahsoka show as well. And even at that, what upcoming Star Wars show, I mean, who isn't excited for, like, any of these upcoming shows? We have the Book of Boba Fett Season 1, Mandalorian Season 2, Rangers of the New Republic, of course, that is shelved as of right now, the Kenobi show, and/or the Lando Calrissian show. I mean, the list just quite honestly goes on and on, so it seems that Lucasfilm has stayed quite consistent with news updates, of course, as we have gotten closer with many of the premiere dates for all of these new shows. But promptly speaking about the Ahsoka show here, I am definitely gearing towards some new updates, some official post and official announcement by Lucasfilm, by Star Wars, by Disney about an official casting for the three, I guess, I kind of want to say like the big three actors that we're talking about here in today's video, being Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano, Ezra Bridger being played by Menema Sound, and then of course Grand Admiral Thrawn being portrayed and played by Lars Mikkelsen. And even at that, I definitely think that we're going to get some sort of, you know, post or some sort of official announcement by Star Wars, by Lucasfilm, of course. And I think it's going to honestly happen before we actually get the official teaser or any type of teaser at that, or official trailer for the Book of Boba Fett. So I'm definitely gearing this towards the next upcoming couple of weeks at that and months at that. I'm going to have to put my money on by the end of summer at that. Of course, we have some very, very exciting news here, and we're going to continue, of course, to keep you guys updated with not only the Ahsoka Tano show, but all types of upcoming new Star Wars content, The Mandalorian Season 3, The Book of Boba Fett, you name it. We're going to have updates here on the channel every single day for all types of new Star Wars news, as well as theories, suspicions, breakdowns for the Bad Batch show. So hit that subscribe button and that notification bell if you haven't already, and stay tuned for all of this new upcoming content. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel, and check out Instagram, Unofficial Star Wars, for more Star Wars related content. Guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. Do you think we're going to get some official announcements here from Star Wars very, very soon about these official castings? What do you guys all think about Rosario Dawson speaking out on all these new upcoming castings? Let me know down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. May the Force be with you always. Peace out.